Guys, Caleb here, and today I'm incredibly excited to review set 10271, the LEGO Creator Expert Fiat 500. The set has 960 pieces and will retail you for $90 in the United States. Hopefully in this review we can clear up if this set is worth that money. Particularly like the box art with the Coliseum in the background, a little nod to the Coliseum set that came out later in 2020, also has the painting, and the very nice Fiat 500 logo, also has the tires, and some notes and sketches along the top there. We flip it over, and we can see a couple of the features of the set on the back here. I particularly love this as it's sort of in a sunset and really cool lighting on the back of the box. From the past here to unbox the set. Got our trusty knife here, flip it out. Always be careful with knife, kids. You have a little bit of tape on the back, and I believe we can just sort of stick it in there. There we go. And slip down both ways, and out should come the bags along with the instruction manual. Yup, ooh, looks like the instructions are actually packaged themselves along with the stickers, which is quite nice and fancy. And we have what appears to be about 3 bags here, which is a good number of pieces, like a surprising amount of pieces. And then in here it looks like we also have what would be the roof cover, I assume, and some other piece to protect it. And yeah, it's a lot of bags, and surprising amount of bags. Doesn't look, oh no, we do have a brick separator. I also have a rack of tons of brick separators in case it wasn't included. One more to add the collection in here. It does have one of my favorite instruction manuals I have ever seen in any instructions that I've ever got. I really love this photo. It's hardly ever you get instructions and it doesn't show the actual LEGO model, but this is one of those rare cases where it does not show the LEGO model, but shows an actual picture of the car, which is just so cool to me. It's a really excellent, well-taken picture, and it's a very cool cover for the magazine or instructions. We have lots of different information about the Fiat 500, along with a bunch of different logos. I believe they used that one for this actual LEGO car. Has a bunch of facts about the actual car in 2 or 3 different languages, which is always nice. And yeah, just a lot of facts about the actual car itself. It's built with 3 bags, which you basically build like that. And yeah, besides that, is a pretty normal instruction manual. But I also love the back, which has the nice, classy Fiat 500 logo. Very clean on the back there as a parts list. But one of my favorite instruction manuals, just because of this photo and the Fiat 500 logo on the back. Very nice instructions. To look at the actual car, I'd like to take a small look at this briefcase, which actually uses stickers for these, although it's one big sticker. I wish these were all small stickers so you could customize it. I think that would be a lot funner than just the big stickers, but it does in fact open up, and inside I have 2 of the 3 license plates. Comes in, I believe, the Denmark language, and I want to say in German and in Italian, and I do have one of the license plates on here. I know this one's Italian, except I don't know if that one's German or Dutch. My main problems comes with there's these 2, but there's also the 2 for the front. And while you can fit the big 2 in here, you cannot fit the other 2 license plates in there with it. It just fits those 2. And so these just have to sit out on the side, which is majorly disappointing to me because you can't fit these in the briefcase. And they have to sit off on the side, which is very annoying. Also has this really cool painting of the Coliseum with the Fiat 500 next to there, which unfortunately is another sticker, which is really unfortunate to see. I really wish this was a print. However, there's a paintbrush, and you can actually take this off the easel, and also has a little paint thing there. And it is actually able to all fold up pretty compact. You just do that like that, and press that down sort of like that. It's on a ball joint. And so it can sort of fit in the back of a car a little bit if you fold it up like this. Most likely didn't spend up to $90 for just a paint easel and a suitcase. You mostly bought it for the Fiat itself. And if I could describe this car in one word, it would be charming. This set is charming. It's just so cute. I love the yellow color scheme on it. It really complements it well. It's like if Lemonade was a car, LEGO car, it would be this car. The fact that this just looks good from every angle. I cannot find an angle that this set looks bad on, and I can definitely find angles that some sets look bad on. This is just great 360. Like, it just looks so great from every single angle of the car, and I just love this bright yellow color scheme. I hardly own any bright yellow bricks, so to get an entire car in this lemon color scheme is just so great to me. I've only owned one other creator car, being the Aston Martin DB5, and I will be comparing those at some point this week. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be pretty versus gritty, so this will be the pretty car, and that'll be the gritty car. It's going to be a really epic comparison, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Very good job really curving the side off very nicely. The actual car has some curve to it, and you can see from the top there, it really just sort of curves along almost effortlessly, except there's so much design that went into getting that excellent curve, and the whole curved design just looks absolutely incredible. It actually is an ice skate piece for the doorknob, and lots of cool part usage along with unicorn horns for the front grille there with the little Fiat logo, and one of the license plates, which we can obviously switch out if we want to, and some of the headlights there really smoothed off very well on the hood there, except for those two studs. Those do tend to poke out a little bit, in my opinion, which is a little bit of a shame. Shiny hubcaps, and the entire car just rolls very, very easily, like easier than the Aston Martin, and it just wants to keep rolling, really. I think a fun test to see how well this thing rolls is to put it on my incredibly steep driveway. As you can see, this thing just needs a little push, and it's off going down the driveway pretty fast. I had to stop it there, but it really rolls quite well down the hill here to me, and you can see just how well this car actually rolls. Like, it's a really, really good moving car, which is really fun to see, and it really just goes pretty fast down to the hill to me, so it's pretty good with rolling. It has some very nice stickers and a little rack which you can actually put the suitcase on along with some of the taillights. Let's just line these black pieces up with the actual Fiat and just sort of click it into place, and it clicks on the back there, and you are good to go. Just switch the license plate out for the Italian version. Switched it out for what I can only assume to be the German version. However, I sort of personally myself like the look of the white license plate best, which I assume is the, I want to say, Denmark version, so I'm pretty sure that's it, but I personally like to leave those on there for now. It also has a little Fiat 500 logo in Italian, I believe. In the back here, we have the engine design, which is incredibly complicated with a lot of different parts. It looks very, very nice. Obviously, I'm not used to engines in the back because I live in America, and this is more of an old-fashioned car. But it is cool and a little bit more unique to have an engine in the back there, and everything just folds up like that. Of course, since this car is Italian, the front is where the trunk is. So you can basically fold this up, and there is a very, very small area where you can put a spare tire. It literally just fits in there, and it actually fits in there pretty well, although that leads right to the floor. And I can only assume that that is the gas tank where you put the gas in. Although that is just a guess, that is, my best guess. And you just put that in there, and it really goes in pretty deep there, and you shut it up pretty well. I wish there was a little bit more room for other stuff, like the Aston Martin trunk. Obviously, I'm going to be going over that in the comparison, and it just feels a little bit lacking, but, it is nice to have room for the extra tire in there. Super cool detail that I didn't even know was on the set until I got it is this sunroof here, which is actually this very nice cloth piece, and it folds right up with these arms and folds right back down. An incredibly well thought design for the sunroof, which is very, very nice with this very, very expensive nice cloth piece that folds up and down very well. Obviously, I'm not really going to display it like this because personally I like the look of it folded down a little bit more. But obviously the doors can swing out more than the Aston Martin. I'm going to go over that in the comparison again. But the doors do swing out just on two hinges there. Exact same with this door, just folds right out here. The doors themselves have this very nice dark red design with a black phone piece for the handle, which is pretty cool. And I can assume that would roll up and down the windows, that lever there. A little bit hard for me to get my camera in here, but you can see we have a little gear thing, which is a sticker there. You do actually have one of these lever pieces, which can just go forward and backward. It doesn't do anything like the Aston Martin, but we also have a small steering wheel with this very nice Fiat design, along with a speedometer. The wheel itself doesn't actually turn super well without turning off. It's just on that before it pops off, so it's not really great how you can't quite turn this, and obviously the steering does not work. We also have a little windshield wiper thing, I believe, but one of the really cool parts is you can actually fold up the seats just like that. It's literally on that thing, so you can just fold it up like that, and that's the exact same with both seats. They literally just fold up like that, super easy. That way you can get some better access to the back there. Very hard to access. Obviously, I got a little clip of when I was building it of the back seat there. There is a very entirely, pretty detailed back seat there, which you could fit another two people in. And it also has a little window back there, so you could actually put stuff back there, I guess, if you wanted to. Advertises that you can put the entire thing that the painting stands up on inside of here if we fold the seats back and everything, but I just don't see there being too much room back there for it. Obviously we can maybe squeeze it in, but you know, obviously most of the seats are folded down and it's just not really gonna work super well like that because it's poking at the top a little bit. And so it does advertise that you can do that, but unfortunately that's just not really gonna happen with this model at all. I personally think that's fine. I'm probably going to leave the painting on display outside of the car, but it is disappointing how you can't quite fit it inside super well. Very interesting to compare the value of this to something like Steamboat Willie, where they're really both very similar, both $90, both really about the same size, and both include a small extra build being the Steamboat Willie thing and the little painting. And so they really are about even. Let me know if you want a full-on comparison of these. I'm obviously going to do a comparison of this and the Aston Martin in the next 2 or 3 days, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But they really are about the same size, which I'm quite surprised by, actually. At the end of the day, should you buy the LEGO Creator Expert Fiat 500? I know I say this in every review, but heck yes, go for this set. This has majorly impressed me. I was mostly getting it just to have another Creator Expert car. Didn't have like crazy high expectations for this thing, but this thing is so much better than it looks in the pictures. The pictures sort of threw me off a little bit. It looks a lot better in person. Once you have this set in hand, it is just so charming and such an incredible set. I'm blown away by the color scheme, all the little features, nothing's left missed. An incredibly fun building experience. Give this set a solid 97 out of 100. I do wish you could fit the paint thing back there, but it's just hard to find too many faults with this set. Like, this set is just mind-bogglingly incredible. I just love this set, and it's just so great to have another car in my car collection. You guys' thoughts on the set in the comments below, and make sure to stay tuned for the comparison of this to the Aston Martin DB5. The Seabrook Productions sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my latest content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.